Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to automate LinkedIn with Airtable using Pabbly Connect. So I keep posting new blogs on my LinkedIn account and now here I want to automate this entire process. So for that, I want whenever I add a new record in my Airtable account, automatically using that detail, a new post should be created in my LinkedIn account. So here to build this connection, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to automate LinkedIn with Airtable using Pabbly Connect. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I post blogs on LinkedIn and I use Airtable to manage my content calendar and track upcoming posts. So to streamline my process, I want to automatically create new LinkedIn posts directly from Airtable entries. So that whenever I add a new post entry in Airtable with the content and the image, then automatically a post should be created in my LinkedIn account. This way, every time I update Airtable with a new post, it automatically shares the update on LinkedIn, keeping my audience engaged and informed without needing to manually post each update. This integration saves me time, ensures consistency, and helps me keep my LinkedIn profile active with fresh content. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Airtable account with my LinkedIn account, and here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this Create Workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this Create Workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as Automate LinkedIn with Airtable using Pabbly Connect. And here I'm going to select my folder as Automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this Learn More link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to our forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this Create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on the screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Airtable. So Airtable is a flexible and user-friendly database tool that combines the simplicity of a spreadsheet with the power of a database. It's like having a supercharged Excel that can do a lot more. People use Airtable because it helps them organize and manage their projects, data, and workflows in a visual and customizable way. You can create tables, link records, add attachments, and even set up automations to streamline your task. Whether you are planning a project, managing inventory, or tracking client information, Airtable makes it easy to keep everything in one place and collaborate with your team effortlessly. So here in my Airtable trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new record, so that whenever a new record is going to be added in my Airtable account, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture a response. And now here to connect my Airtable with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Airtable account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Airtable. And here you can see Pabbly Connect is requesting Airtable access. So here before granting access, I need to add a base over here. So here to get this base, let me take you to my Airtable account. And here you can see I have created a base with the name social media post. And here I'm using a table which is named as LinkedIn post. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to give access, and for that I'm going to select a base by clicking on this add a base option given over here. And from here I'm going to search for my base, that is social media post. So this is my base, so here I'm going to select it. And here after selecting this base, I'm going to click on this grant access and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter my base name and my table name. So as I've already shown you that I have created a base with the name social media post. So here I'm going to select my base name, and then here it is asking me for my table name. So here I've already shown you my table that I have created with the name LinkedIn post. So here I'm going to select that table name. And now here after selecting this base name and the table name, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a new entry in my Airtable account. And for that, let me take you back to my Airtable account. And now here I'm going to add a new post detail. So for that, I'm going to click on this content field given over here. And then here I'm going to enter the content which I want to post. So this is the content, and here I'm going to select the image which I want to post with this content. So for that, I'm going to select the file. So for that, I'm going to browse the files, and from here I'm going to select the specific file. And here after selecting this file, I'm going to click on this upload one file. And here you can see I have successfully uploaded a new file over here. And here you can see we have received a created time over here. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. And now here before clicking on the save and send test request, make sure you read this important note. So here this important note says to capture the trigger response for the action new records, you will first need to create a field in your table schema with the field name created and set its fields type as created time. So here I've already followed this important note, and here on my Airtable you can see I have successfully created a new field with the name created and my field type as created time. So that whenever I'm going to add a new detail over here, automatically this created date and time will be updated. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now here after successfully entering a new record in my Airtable account, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the ID, fields image ID, scrolling little down, fields image URL, file name, file size, scrolling little down. And here you can see the fields content. And here you can see the fields content which we have entered. So with this, we have successfully set up this trigger step. But here let me tell you that Airtable is a polling based application. That means it will look for the new responses in every 10 minutes. And here if you want to change this polling time, then you have to click on this three dots given over here. And from here you have to select set trigger time. Now here in this dialog box, you can see we have received a drop down menu for the trigger time. And here you can see the minimum trigger time we can select is for 10 minutes and maximum is for 24 hours. So we are going to set this automation for the minimum trigger time, and then I'm going to click on the save. And with this, we have successfully set up our trigger. Now let's move to action step, and here I'm going to select my action application as LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a professional networking site where people can connect with colleagues, find job opportunities, and showcase their skills and experience. It's like an online resume and networking event rolled into one. People use LinkedIn to build their professional reputation, expand their network, and discover new career prospects. It's also useful for businesses looking to hire talent or promote their services. So here in my LinkedIn action step, I'm going to select my action event as share a text with image, so that whenever I add a new detail in my Airtable account, automatically using that information, a new post should be created in my LinkedIn account. And now here to connect my LinkedIn with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your LinkedIn account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with LinkedIn. And here you can see it is pre-filled with my account credentials. So from here I'm going to click on the sign in. And authorization successful. So again here it easily got connected because here I was already logged in my LinkedIn account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you're already logged in your LinkedIn account. And now here after building a successful connection, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the author. So I'm going to select my author as Ashi. And then here it is asking me for image file URL and text content. So here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever we are going to add a new record in our Airtable account, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the image URL that I have received in my trigger response. So this is my image URL. And then here it is asking me for a text content. So here I'm going to map the content which I have received in my trigger step. So this is the fields content. So here I'm going to map it. And then here it is asking me for a visibility. So here I'm going to select my visibility as public, but you can select your visibility as connections also. So here I'm going to select my visibility as public, and now here after selecting all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see I have received a successful response. That means I have successfully created a new post in my LinkedIn account. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see I have successfully created a new post over here with the same content and the same image which I've entered in my Airtable record. So you can match it. So with this, we have successfully set up this automation. Now let's test our automation with a real-time example to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to add a new record in our Airtable account, and for that, let me take you back to my Airtable. So now here I'm going to add a new data over here. So for that, I'm going to write a content over here. So this is the content I want to post. And here I'm going to select the image I want to post with this content. So for that, I'm going to browse the files. And from here, I'm going to select this specific file over here. So this is the file which I want to post. And from here, I'm going to click on this upload one file. And you can see I have successfully uploaded a new file over here. And with this, I have successfully entered a new data over here. So now let's go and check our LinkedIn account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see after refreshing also, we haven't created a new post over here. That is because here I've already told you that Airtable is a pooling based application and it will check for the new response in next 10 minutes. So now here we have to wait for some time. So now it's been some time. So now let's go and check our LinkedIn account. And here you can see we have successfully created a new post over here with the same content and the same image we posted in our Airtable record. So with this, we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Airtable and our action as LinkedIn. So that whenever we are going to add a new post details in our Airtable as a new record, then automatically using that detail, a new post is going to be created in our LinkedIn account. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.